The ongoing eruption of the Mayon Volcano in the Philippines, which is now in its 102nd day, has recently changed its behavior. Beforehand, there was continuous weaker lava fusion that built its summit lava dome, but this has seemingly changed into now also including intermittent strombolian eruptive activity, technically making the eruption ever so slightly more explosive. While in the daytime, the strombolian activity may not seem to be ejecting bombs of lava several hundred meters into the air and only generate a moderate eruption plume, this is only because such lava bombs are being obscured. At night, the strombolian activity becomes far more noticeable, with distinct lava bombs being easy to spot due to their glowing molten nature. While distinct instances of strombolian eruptive activity had occurred at Mayon all the way back on January 13th, these are now seemingly occurring dozens of times a day, as little as only a few minutes apart from one another in some cases. Occurring alongside this change, the number of weekly volcanic earthquakes has jumped from 29 to 2,048, a 6,962% increase. While such drastic prior increases at Mayon have on multiple but on all occasions been linked to recent heavy rainfall, this didn't seem to be the case here as the upward seismicity started before the most recent significant rainfall event. This change in eruptive activity initially occurred alongside a spike in sulfur dioxide emissions, but later saw a continuous downward trend. Typically, when volcanic earthquakes notably increase while sulfur dioxide emissions decrease, it indicates that a plug has formed which could later burst in a larger explosive eruption. However, in my opinion, I do not think that a large plug has formed at Mayon with an alternative explanation. Throughout the eruption, Mayon's magma conduit has gone narrower and narrower, while its summit lava dome has continued to expand in size. Early March just happened to represent when a threshold was passed via a combination of those two factors, causing smaller plugs to form in its lava dome repeatedly. I suspect that the recent increased earthquake rate is mostly very low magnitude events representing so-called drumbeat earthquakes. In this case, due to breaking and then resealing of a small plug, with gas slugs bursting upwards when pressure is released to create short-lived strombolian activity. Now, all of this might have been triggered by a new batch of magma rising in early March and subsequently erupting partially, causing the initial spike and then decline in sulfur dioxide emissions as much of the new magma already had erupted. More strombolian activity is likely to occur at Mayon in the next few weeks, although this timetable might be far shorter if a new magma batch was the actual trigger for this type of activity. In other words, not all that concerning in my opinion, but a change in activity nevertheless. Lava dome partial collapse related pyroclastic flows are still occurring every day, and while these have decreased in number over time, the number of overall rockfall events has remained high this month. It seems that the amount of lava being erupted has increased across the past month, perhaps by around 25%. This brings the total volume erupted so far, including tephra, to about 45 million cubic meters. This suggests an overall average eruptive rate of about 6.9 cubic meters per second since January 3rd, a fairly low figure in the context of world eruptions. Here is a map of approximately where the three main lava lobes during the eruption have advanced to, reaching up to 3,800 meters downslope of Mayon's summit. And now, here are where pyroclastic flows and/or related wildfires triggered by the eruption have scorched during the same time span. Stay tuned for more updates. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube for supporting my work.